Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my throwing shade project pan, and if you are new here and you do not know what that is, basically what I will be doing is I have been choosing 3 face palettes a month and 3 eyeshadow palettes a month, and for 1 week I will use 1 palette, for the second week I'll use another palette, and for the third week I will use the third palette, and then for the fourth week I will use them all together or just use all of them that 4th week just to get use out of all of them. Now, I do not remember what order I chose them for, like for the weeks, because my internet's down, so I can't go back and look and see what I chose for the week. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show them all. I'm gonna start off with my face palettes. The first one is the Tarteist blush palette, and this is what that looks like. And I've used all of these palettes on my face in some way today. This right here, I'm using it as a blush with another blush you'll see in a minute. And I am using this blush right there. And I love the Tarte formula. They are a little bit powdery in these palettes, but I still love them. And then this is also another Tarte palette. This is the Bling It On palette. And this is what this one looks like. And I have this shade Fetching right here on as well, and I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, but yeah, I love these palettes. I've got quite a bit of use out of both of these, but the one that I have the most use out of is the Smashbox LA Lights palette, and I love this thing. This is what this looks like. This is the one that I've used the most. I've used almost every single blush. The only one I have not used is this right here, but other than that I used everything else. And I have the bronzing shade on my face today as well as the highlight, but I have the Crystal High highlight from Wet n Wild underneath this highlight. That's why it's so, you know, beaming right there. So yeah, love this one. This is my favorite palette, my face palette. And then my least favorite, I would say this one, but I love them all, but this is my least favorite, and this one is my most favorite. And on to my face palettes, I drew the Blinc Electric Eyes palette. This right here was busted the last time I showed you, so I did repress it, and it's right there. And I have this shade right here on my lid, in the center of my lid. And this right here on my brow bone and inner corner. And I like this palette. It's very pigmented, so I like that a lot. This one is the Laura Lee Party Animal, and this is what this looks like. I've used this only twice. Yeah, I don't like it too much. It's I had this purple on my eyes today, and if you try to blend it out, like blend it into the crease, it blends away to nothing, and it's very, very patchy. So and then I tried this green shade, and it's not as pigmented as I would want it to be. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this palette. I love Laura Lee, and I like the other palette that I have, the Cat's Pajamas, but this one is just not my favorite, and I already have colors like this in my collection, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. So there you go, that's my least favorite. But my most favorite for the month is the Morphe 35M. This is the Boss Mood palette. Love this thing. See, and I have the green right there and purples, so I have those shades in different palettes, so therefore I'm gonna be getting rid of it. But anyways, I love this palette. I've used this palette 3 times this month, but my hair, there we go. But I've used it before, like just when, like without it being pulled into my collection or out of my collection. I just been using it, and I absolutely love it. So what I'm wearing from this palette is this shade right here as a transition shade, and then I have this dark brown as deepening into my crease, and then I have them both under my lower lash line. Yeah, so this is my favorite palette. Love it. All right, on to what we're gonna be choosing next. I have my phone and I have my notebook here, And I have 61 face palettes, and we're gonna start with that. So this is where we're gonna be choosing 3. This is 35. 35 is the Lorac Q the Confetti palette. And I'm gonna be choosing these, and then I'll go and show them to you once I choose them. Next, you can see, is 6. All right, which is MAC Jeremy Scott, the CD palette. I don't know what it's called, actually. All right, and last is 18. And that is the Nars, oh my gosh, I don't know how to say that, Beige Sable palette. Okay, now on to eyeshadows. And I have how many palettes? A lot. 168. Okay, now we're gonna choose those. 163, which is, I've already had that one. That was the Tarte Be Naturally palette. So we're gonna go again. That is 91, and 91 is the Cinderella palette from Pur. That one right there, I was actually borderline if I wanted to keep or not, so we'll be trying that out. Next is 68. Urban Decay, the Great and Powerful Oz Glinda palette. Okay. And last would be 70. And that is the Urban Decay Shadow Box. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull those, and then I will show you what they look like. All right, I am back with the palettes. I'm gonna start off with the face palettes. First one that I chose for the first week will be the Lorac Q the Confetti face palette. And this is what it looks like. And I don't know if I've used this one before. I don't think I've used this at all. So this is something new that I'll be trying out. And this I've never tried either. So this is the MAC Jeremy Scott Cheeky Volume 1 mixtape. It's a, don't know what it's called. But anyways, it looks like the CD. And this is what that looks like. So there's a blush, bronzer, and a highlight in this one. So we'll be trying that out. And this one, that name on my paper was completely wrong. This is the Nars Body Plague palette. And this is a highlighting and bronzer palette. And that's what that looks like. And I have used this and I absolutely love it. So I'm glad I got this because it's so good, so good. All right, on to the face palettes. The first one I chose was this right here. This is the Pur Cinderella palette. And I think I've only used this once, and I actually used it on my daughter and not even use it myself. So this right here, I'm iffy if I want to keep or give away. And if I give away, I'll just give it to her because, I mean, she likes to collect her own little makeup. So this is the Cinderella palette, and it opens up like this. So you have blushes and a bronzer and a highlight on this right here, and then you lift it up, and then it comes with, and that's just stuck there. There we go. Some eyeshadows, and then also comes with some lip products, and you just pull that out for the lip products. So yeah, still not sure if I want to keep this. I'm gonna try it out and see if I like it. If not, I'm just gonna give it to her. And then I have the Urban Decay, the Great Powerful Oz Glinda palette. That's what that looks like. And I have not used this yet. And if I did, I've only used like these shades right there. And this one is also brand new, have not used. So this one is the Urban Decay Shadow Box. That's what that looks like. So yeah, almost all new palettes that I get to test out and try. But yeah, that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, thank you guys. Bye.